Hey friends, it's listing challenge day.
Challenge. Challenge.
Hey friends, it's Quenby, the Grateful Queen, here on YouTube. Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Today is day one of the listing challenge. I am participating in a listing challenge with a bunch of other resellers. Their channels will be linked down below if you want to check out how they're going to do it. Honestly, I have no idea why I decided to accept a challenge this particular week. It's like, I already feel challenged. I'm a part-time reseller, so I'm balancing many different things, probably like a lot of you. I'm a full-time psychotherapist and a part-time reseller, and I have a 10-year-old, very active little boy at home during the pandemic doing distance learning. So this week is particularly busy for me, but I'm gonna stay positive, I'm gonna get on board, I'm gonna totally do it. So I'm challenging myself to list 10 items a day. That is a lot for me as a part-timer. My goal is usually about 5 a day, and on a really good day, I might do 7 and feel all good about myself. And sometimes I don't even manage to do it every day. I don't know if you're watching this and you're a full-time reseller or a part-time reseller, but as a part-timer, there are certain challenges we have. We're juggling a lot. So I'm going to try and list 10 items a day, Monday through Friday. That's a lot for me. It's definitely going to be a challenge, but I'm excited to list some of the things in my death pile. Not exactly sure how this video is going to go because it's Monday, it's day one. I think I'm going to do it sort of vlog style.
This is the vlog style. Hands.
If you're new to the channel, please know that I do include all my bloopers at the end of the video. So if you watch all the way through, you get to laugh at me and all the many, many, many bloopers that I make as I try and record YouTube videos. But I'm not sure what I'm going to say right now. I can't remember. I was like on a roll and then I don't remember what I was going to say. I think I'll do this kind of vlog style where I take you along with me and I show you what I'm working on and how I'm doing. I'll probably record different clips over the course of the week. I'm gonna try and do this Monday through Friday, and then I always have Saturday if I don't manage to get my 10 listings in. That'll be kind of like my catch-all day. We shall see, because we're all uploading this together on the same day on Monday. So in 7 days, I have to have completed this challenge. It's going to be a lot, but I think it's good every once in a while to push ourselves. And I have to do this challenge in a way that works for me personally. I'm not a full-time reseller. I can't compare myself with other people who maybe get to do this full-time or maybe have help or maybe don't have kids. We all have different circumstances as resellers, and so don't compare yourself to where somebody else is at. Figure out what would be a good goal for you for right now at this time in your life and go for that. That's what I'm going to do. Why don't we start by taking a look at my death pile and some of the stuff I plan on trying to get listed this week. Okay, so here we are in my sexy garage. The garage is where I store all my inventory. And let's take a look at what I'm hoping to get accomplished this week. Okay, so I think I have approximately 50 items behind me here that I'm going to show you that are in my death pile. I'll count them for sure, but I want to talk about what ends up in my death pile. So this is an entire pile of men's stuff, men's jeans and a couple athletic items. I talk about this a lot on my channel that as a reseller, I think it's important to know what your limitations are. What are your obstacles? What gets in the way of you being productive and successful? For example, men's stuff. Men's stuff sells so well for me. It usually sells for more. They're super easy customers. I love selling men's, but because I'm not as passionate about men's jeans and men's clothes, it'll often sit in a death pile for me. But I know it sells well, so it's like I have to kind of come to terms with that. So I definitely wanted to list a bunch of men's stuff during this challenge because it's challenging for me. The other challenge area for me personally is shoes. So I have like a whole bin of shoes right here. Like, oh, that's a lot of shoes. Shoes, I've been really transparent with you guys on my channel about this all along the way. I have a love-hate relationship with reselling shoes. I love the profits, but I don't like the work because I get a lot of shoes that need work from either Thredup. I used to get them from the bins, the Goodwill outlet where you paid by the pound, but they often need to be cleaned and polished. And I've been getting a lot of Thredup shoe rescue boxes. You can see those unboxings on the channel. I think they're really, I'm getting a great deal and I'm making good money on it. But the shoes sit because they need to be cleaned. So all these shoes, I've already cleaned them. That's not part of the challenge. This is the listing challenge. So I'm going to try and get this whole bin of shoes photographed and listed. And then this last one is like, this is a whole bin of pants. I don't know how I ended up with so many pants. For some reason, I've ended up with a ton of pants in my death pile. I've got like bins of them. So I want to try and get that whole bin of pants listed. Let's start with some photos. I'll show you how I do a little bit of my photos. Photos. I've got my limo lights, which I love. They are linked in my description section below. All the tools I use are linked in my description section below. Let's photograph some pants. Okay, so I think of myself as a batch lister. So some people doing this challenge might decide to do 10 items a day, and that means on that day they're going to pull out their 10 items, photograph them, then sit down and list them, then put them into inventory. I don't work like that. I work best doing things in batches. I think it's faster and I can stay in my workflow. So my plan for today, Monday, the first day of this listing challenge, is that I am going to photograph as many items as I can. I want to do at least like half the items photographed today. Then I'll have them all ready so that I can just sit down and list faster. The other things, friends, is I don't know how I'm gonna do sitting down and listing 10 items all at once at the computer. That's the hardest part of this job for me. I hate sitting in front of the computer for long amounts of time. So I might do 5 like in the morning and then 5 later. I'm not sure how this is going to evolve. You'll be following along with me and I'll be sure to let you know. The other thing I want to do, friends, that I haven't talked about yet is I want to time myself. I want to time myself just for the sitting down at the computer. How fast can I do 5 items or 10 items? Like, how long is it really taking me? Okay, so I am going to use this helpful tool this week. I created this weekly daily listing tracker just to help me stay on track. So I'm going to print this out. I have this for sale in my Etsy store for $1.99. It's linked down below. But I put the date, I put my goal, so instead of 5, I'm going to put 10 in here for this challenge this week. And then it goes by the day, and I can circle or cross off how many I listed. So I think this is really going to help me stay organized. Okay, day 1, I'm all pumped up. Let's see how I'm doing on day 4. Something else that came up for me when I decided to participate in this challenge is that I have to get really focused on just listing. So what that means is, Quenby, get off Instagram. And YouTube for that matter. I love YouTube. I love making videos and editing and talking with you. It's the best thing I ever started doing for my reselling business. However, it takes a ton of time. Checking my comments throughout the day, checking to see what my friends have put up for videos so I can support them. And on Instagram, love Instagram, great community over there, tons of info, but I find myself checking it a lot and that takes time. And so I think I've got to be more disciplined this week while I'm doing the challenge of like just checking it in the morning or the evening or something, but not just continually checking my phone. I want to sit down and list these things in a non-distracted way. Just sit and list and not check Instagram, not get up and get a snack, but just sit and list. We'll see how I do. How do you guys do with that? This is so satisfying. Okay, so I got my first 5 items listed. I started a stopwatch on my phone and then I accidentally closed all my tabs when I was done. So I didn't get an accurate timing, but I'm gonna think it took at least 30 minutes. I think I might be kind of a slow lister. I don't know. How long does it take you guys? One of the issues too, I'm gonna show you the 5 pairs of pants I listed, and there's 2 bolos in here, and so that took me a little longer. You might have seen these items if you've watched every haul video I've ever done. But these are Acne Studios pants. Acne Studios is a super hot, new, trendy designer. These pants retail for $350. They're new with tags. They're called the Phaedra pant, like a high-rise, kind of like a mom pant. I put them on there for $200 because most people have them on there for $225. Isn't that crazy? I paid $8 for those. I listed these Juicy Couture women's size XL velour, like wide leg pants. I got those on Backstock, new with tag. Have you guys tried Backstock wholesale online? I have a bunch of videos. I'm not an affiliate or anything. I do have a $5 off link in my description, but I really like them. I listed these Eileen Fisher size large linen pants. These are gonna do well. I put them up for $39.99. I think I got them for $4. Did you guys see my video that is a how to sell boho lag-in look items? It's my best-selling category, and I do a haul and I talk about keywords and things to use in your title to sell things better. These are a total bolo. I got these a while ago. I'm just getting around to listing them because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. They're Isabel Marant, which is another designer. These retail over $300. These are their tracksuit pants. I put them on for $99. I have a video up. It's called My Best Thrift Haul of My Life, where I found all these designer pants. I haven't listed them because I wasn't sure if I was going to go on the RealReal or Learn, one of these sites that sells higher end consignment, but I've decided to just sell them myself, or at least try on eBay and see how I do. And finally, I listed these soft surroundings pants. This is one of my favorite brands to resell. It's a catalog brand and it's kind of expensive, but these are a 1X and they're like a denim legging. So I got my first 5 done. Yay, listing challenge. I didn't time this so well, so I want to share with you guys the nitty-gritty of this, like all the truth, all the things that we can run into. Because, you know, sometimes we see people listing, we're like, how do they list so much? How do they sell so much? You don't see the behind the scenes of what really gets in the way. Like, I've already had my printer ink be out. I've already had a bunch of stuff happen to me. But it's now like 12:45 and I'm hungry. I have only had a piece of toast today. So I'm going to stop at 5. I'm going to have a snack. I'm going to maybe take a walk. My back's a little cramped up from all this time sitting on the computer. It's so new for me because I used to go out in the world as a psychotherapist. I saw kids at schools. I brought my son to school. I brought him home. I was just much more active. Have you guys noticed this? And all the computer time is wearing on my body. So I have to like take breaks, drink tons of water. This is your reminder. And I'm going to eat. I'm going to have a walk. And then I'm going to come back later and do my other 5. And I'll try and time that one. Okay, friends, it's 2 o'clock. I got my first 5 listings done. The pants ones that I showed you. And I got some photos taken, so that's great. I'm on track. Now I'm gonna make an espresso. I have this espresso maker. Petey got it for me last year for my birthday or Christmas. I love it. I've always wanted one, but I always thought they were too hard to clean up. This one is a dream. It is linked in my description section below. I consider it a reseller tool. If you're a reseller, you're probably drinking a lot of coffee like me. So I'm gonna make some coffee and try and get those other 5 done. I'm gonna try and time it this time. I also realized all my other tasks still need to go on. Like, I haven't shipped today, so I need to ship. And I need to do a bunch of other stuff. And we didn't talk a lot about cross-posting, so I didn't include cross-posting over to Posh in my initial things. That's why they call it a challenge, people, a challenge. I'm supposed to be challenged. I did manage to put up an Instagram story. I have this at the wrong angle, so I have to tuck down. I'm the worst. Look at this. I put up my Instagram story. Monday. Today is the first day that I am participating in a reseller listing challenge. I'm making a video about it. It'll be up next week. It's kind of like a vlog. I'm trying to get 10 listings done a day, which for me as a part-timer is a challenge. I've got 5 done so far. I'm gonna make myself an espresso and do the other 5. See, pretty good. Okay, friends, just a reminder, this is the real work. Sitting at my computer, sitting my butt in the chair, and listing. It's the part that's hardest for most of us. It's not as fun for most of us as sourcing or even photos. It's like just sitting down in the chair and getting the listings done. But I want to cross off my 10 on my tracker. Like that is motivating for me. Well, this has been quite an experience. Day 1 of the listing challenge. I got my second 5 listings done. It took me 31 minutes and 42 seconds. So that's just good information for me. It takes me 5 or 6 minutes a listing. Good to know. Yes! Okay, friends, this is super satisfying. Look at this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Everyone deserves an awesome sticker. Like, it should not be just for kids. Yes. Hey friends, it's day 2. I'm photographing again. I want to get some of these shoes photographed, but I just thought I would show you my very simple, inexpensive, easy photo area for shoes. So I'm on a table in my garage and I just buy these from the dollar store, white cardboard. I put one flat down and one for a background. And then I photograph shoes here. These are cute. These are Corkies. It was my first time finding Corkies when I went out thrifting one of these times recently. I'll do a haul once I get more stuff listed and I'll show you if there's anything really special or great brands that I want you to be aware of. But this is super simple, and then I just snap photos with my phone. How do you guys do shoes? Let me know in the comments. Getting it done, friends. I have this death pile bin of shoes I'm working on. This is a mixture of Thredup, things I bought a long time ago on Shop Goodwill. But here's my first 5 I got done. These are super nice. This is kind of a Bolo brand. Sorry, the light's a little off here. Nisolo. Super nice. This is a pair of fries. Really beat up though, so I'm listing them kind of like flawed as is. This I don't know, Teak's sandal brand. I listed these for like 40 bucks. Some good old Chacos. Those are beat up, but they'll still sell okay. And some Sperry Rain duck boots. And I've got to do 5 more to hit my 10 today from this bin, so here we go. Feeling good. Hey friends, it's Wednesday, day 3, hump day of the listing challenge, and it is 1:30 in the afternoon, and I have listed nothing, 0 things, because, as some of you might have expected or experienced yourself, life gets in the way. Like, I have another job and I had some client stuff come up. I got a sponsored video that I'm super excited. I've been working on a contract with and trying to get that going. I'm really excited to share that with you. I think it's a cool product. So it's 1:30. I still have to go to the post office. I can't do USPS pickup because whenever I schedule a pickup, they rarely come. Like, they just don't show up. I don't know how to make my camera taller, so look at this. I could like talk and do a chest level thing, or I'm just kidding. I don't have my other tripod on. Anyway, I'm making yet another espresso because resellers often need lots of coffee. I've got to go out to the post office and run a couple errands, and then I will come home and hopefully have time to list. I might not get my 10 in and maybe just forward them over to the next day, although I have several clients tomorrow. So real life, real talk, this is how it can go. And if I don't get my 10 in today, maybe I will, but if I don't, I'll make them up on another day. That seems fair. As long as I get 50 in. Hey friends, it's Friday. Happy Friday. It is also the last day of the challenge. I have my weekly daily listing tracker filled in. I am so happy to be done with this challenge. I would give you kind of a debrief, a few things I learned, how it went, Today I finished my last 10 items, so my goal was 10 items a day, which I managed to do every single day except on Wednesday. I only got 8, so I owe 2. So maybe I'll do that later today, Friday, before my YouTube live that I do every Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific on the channel. But today I finished listing shoes. I wanted to show you a couple bolos while I'm at it. I got these Manolo Blahnik gladiator sandals in a Thredup designer rescue box. So I listed these today, size 38.5, so approximately like a 7.5 and 8. They're so gorgeous. It took me a little bit to list them because I just loved them. A part of me wanted to keep them, but I'm like, I don't need these. So got those listed, and remember that big pile of men's clothing? I got that listed, and in it was these jeans, and I just wanted to show you this brand, Oni Denim. These I have listed for, I think I put 250 because sold comps on eBay are like that. But you may not find this exact Oni denim, but I just want to give a tip that I have done really well selling men's jeans that are made in Japan. Japanese jeans. I've sold a few pairs this year over $100. So if you're flipping through rocks and you're in the men's section and you see some jeans that look interesting and they say like made in Japan or designed in Japan, those seem to do really well. So I was excited to actually get those listed. So kind of a debrief. I took some notes on the back of my tracker so I could remember. I feel really good about it. I did 10 items a day, which was a big push for me almost every single day. And it was not easy. And I found that what was better for me was to do like bust out 5 of them at one time and then do some other stuff and then come back and do the other 5. That worked better than just trying to keep myself in the chair for over an hour listing 10 items. I had a bunch of designer stuff like those Manolo Blahniks or the Japanese jeans. I had some brand new tags Acne Studios jeans. I had those Isabel Marant designer stuff. Those took way longer than me just listing like an Old Navy t-shirt because I wanted to get some information on there. I wanted to make, if I'm going to charge someone $100 or more for an item, I want to put a lot in the description section. I looked for stock photos. I looked for retail price. So those kind of slowed me down. Those took a lot longer. Another point that is like good to hear and hard to hear is I really needed to get off Instagram and YouTube. I spend a lot of time on there, I realize, just checking, which I love. I love seeing all your posts. I love responding to your comments on YouTube, but it's time consuming. It's just like a constant checking. And so this week I was on Instagram way less and YouTube way less because I knew I just needed to stay focused and get them done. And that's my last main point before the video is going to end and you're going to get to watch all the bloopers, which is really fun. I think there's something really important about knowing that my expectation is 10 a day, bottom line. You just have to get them done because it wasn't like optional and I was tracking it. So I was accountable to myself. I had to make a little line through every number when I was done. This sheet, I think I put it on Etsy if you guys want it for like $2.99 or something. I just print them out. It's a whole week. You can print it out. And just knowing I'm accountable, I have to do 10 is so different than like, I hope I get to my 5. I always say 5 to 10, but it was very rare I'd have a 10 day, to be honest with you guys. 5 is what I'd shoot for, and not even every day would I make it because other things in life would come up, you know, like stuff with Torvald or stuff with my other job, or I'd blow time somehow. But when I knew I had to do it, I got it done. So that's what I'd recommend or suggest to you if you really want to try and do some type of listing challenge. Just set a goal for each day and find a way to track it, and then it'll help you really make sure to do it. And the other thing that I've learned just personally, guys, is I don't know if I'm in a place right now in my reselling business that I can commit to doing 10 a day every day because I have a 9-year-old son at home and it's distance learning, because I have another full-time job as a psychotherapist, and I prioritize that sometimes. And I love reselling. I love the money I make. It is a business hands down, but it's not my only priority. So I think trying to do 10 a day, I'll do this again another time, but I think where I'm at personally in my life right now, 10 a day might be too big of a goal. So those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? Thanks for sticking with me and watching the video. Watch the bloopers, laugh at me, and have a great time doing so. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Bye. Honestly, I have no mind, no place Something like that. Let's get this set up right. Let's get it. Is that a good? I don't know. It feels a little off center. But then I have this funny thing that I don't love. Kind of like this. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time, you guys. I really don't. Turn on some light, baby. Ta-da! Yeah. Ooh, that's not very good. That might be like too much light. Too much. I think your light's not supposed to be totally direct. It should be like indirect or something. Okay, friends, so I think of myself as a batch something. It was, okay, here it is. I have this at the wrong angle, so I have to tuck down. I'm the worst. Okay, so we all have different, oh my god, the heat's going on. I'm gonna have to come up and record this clip after because it's like, yeah, no. Okay, ooh, is it shaky? Okay, here we are in my garage. This is where I store my inventory and yes, some of my death pile stuff. So I thought I would talk to you a little bit about my death pile and what I hope to get listed in this challenge. So, yeah. Okay, so I pulled a number of items and now the heat's going on. So it's like the volume is gonna be all off. I don't know if I can do anything about that. Get this going. I'm not worried about that. I think I did